Welcome to Primecast, episode 91. My name is Jesse.
My name is Wyatt.
Hello. You know what I hate?
I was just about to ask you, what do you hate?
I hate how certain online retailers, someone that I should not mention, because for obvious reasons, take forever to ship out their products that they get in, but they sporadically ship them out to favorites.
Did you watch? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was legit?
Yeah, legit.
Well, that's fun.
And even some people commented on that. Like, I wasn't the only one. Like, I pre-ordered this months ago. Why has mine shipped? I'm like, I don't know. Me neither.
You're still affiliated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'm not. So fuck them. I'm just kidding. Not well, kind of. I like them a lot, but this is really pissing me off.
I know.
But the thing is, what's weird is they're not the only site. I don't think Entertainment Earth has them yet either.
Really?
Yeah, and then I don't know if other sites got theirs. Those are the only two sites that I know.
I'm just wondering if it's like people that are like employees there are just like, they're getting the cases, but they're just taking out the Black Widows.
No, there's no way.
You don't even think there's a chance of that being possible?
No.
It has to be.
Oh, well, I think there's a chance. And so what, they did that with their first cases and then...
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's a big enough operation for that to happen.
That's
probable.
For a case that has that popular of a high demand of a figure, and for them to like be a month late on their shipment arrival while someone else already got their case.
And I'm sure they're getting more because
I'm sure they are, but I mean
that's the thing with the first sets.
It just seems kind of a little bit fishy.
You should email them.
I have before about stuff like that. It's like, all we know is what we're told.
While they're playing with Black Widows.
Yeah, like they're just playing to like pew 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 pew.
Well, guess what? Segue, because that's what I've been doing with my Black Widow.
Yeah, fuck you.
Love you. Well, hey, I paid an upmark on mine, so.
Oh.
Well, I totally I didn't jinx myself. That's the wrong word. I totally suckered myself into it. So I got 2 Marvel Legends figures from friends. This one was from Matt Shell. Matt Shell hooked me up with the Black Widow.
Isn't his name Mad as Hell?
I thought it was Matt Shell.
On Twitter, it's Mad as Hell.
Oh. Well, I don't care. He's Matt Shell to me. He's Matt Shell 23.
Yeah, he's Mad Shell, but I mean, like, I was looking at his Twitter handle, like, a while ago. I was like, is it Mad Shell or Mad as Hell? Because it says Mad as Hell.
I just got a text from a random number.
What are you wearing?
It says my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I shit you not. Oh wait, I know who this is. Never mind. Fuck them. All right. Anyway, Black Widow. Well, I paid an upmark. He wanted another trade item to complete our last trade. I was like, all right, and so I got him a figure art that was just under $50. Totally worth it. Because, I mean, it rounded out the old trade, too. So, and then, as well, on that site, you're still paying an upmark of about $20.
Yeah.
So you could round that into, you're paying, a little bit on each figure, or the build figure. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Well, okay. So, you know what got me most about Black Widow?
What?
The figure is going for loose on eBay around $60 to $70.
Which is insane.
Well, guess what else is going for shit tons of money?
What?
The Mandroid part. It goes for like $25-$30.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I saw someone was selling the box for like $15, I think.
Did it sell?
I don't know.
I'm really actually I should message that dude and tell him, hey, just send me that box, because as opening it, I teared a little bit into the back of it, and that's really, really bugging me because I'm keeping these boxes. So if you have a Black Widow box you don't want and you're literally gonna throw it away,
I'm literally going to throw mine away once I get it.
Mail it to me. I'll take it.
It costs money to mail it to you.
I'll send you money for a postage stamp. It'll be like like put it in a box and then put some paper in that box. Like wrap it in a Target bag. How heavy is that box gonna be to ship? Like $225. $225. So I got half a Mandroid here because I also got another figure I'll talk about in a minute. So I have his whole upper torso with his arms. And he's beefy as shit. He's so cool. So far. I don't have his legs. I just don't look down there. Because, But he's nuts. He just looks super pretty. And he reminds me so much of Gypsy Danger. Just because it's where I had him for a while. Near my Pacific Rim figures. And yeah. It's hot. Black Widow, on the other hand, is on the other side of the room. So I can't play with her right now. But...
Yes, you can.
Can, but won't. And she looks super nice next to all the other Avengers. Okay, so remember how you were telling me that you think when you got her, you're gonna keep the long hair, not the Avengers hair on her?
Yeah.
Well, as she was coming in, waiting for her, I was like, maybe I'll do that too. And when I opened her up, the first thing I did, obviously, is I popped her head off, put the Avengers hair on. I was like, that looks amazing. And I popped the head back off, put on the long hair, and I just kind of stared at it for a few seconds. I was like, no. And I popped the Avengers head back on, and that's gonna stay. And it looks so good. Well, so it's the same exact face, I assume. Like I stared at them both for a while. They look very similar, but the Avengers hair just looks different. I can't tell if it's the placement of the hair on top of the head where it was glued, or I was looking at the bangs. Like it just the long hair kind of distorts her face a little bit. But I'm pretty sure it's the same head.
Nice.
So you know about the pistols, right?
What about them?
They're molded in.
In her hands?
No, they're molded into her holsters.
What?
You know about that? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So she can't hold her guns?
Yeah, no, her guns are stuck in her holsters. Yep.
I've seen pictures of her holding guns though.
I gave her my Nick Fury guns.
Oh, okay.
They're not black, but whatever. Well, that seems to be a trend, because I got Baron Zemo today from the same line, and he has the same fucking thing. Sculpted in pistols. I see why they did it with him, because he comes with a pistol as is, and the type of holsters they are. I see why they did it, but man, I hope that does not become a trend.
That's unfortunate.
That is that's the exact correct word to use. That's unfortunate. I got Black Widow. She's amazing. When I opened her, I just screamed Avengers hair. No one in my house knew what was going on. They thought I was dying, and no. And she's wonderful. I love her.
I'm super jelly.
Super jelly. You know what I am?
What?
Super jam. Not really. I had a segue for that, and I don't, so I'm just gonna say fuck it. I got more Marvel Legends. I got Baron Zemo, and he looks just like he does in the box. And that's all I gotta say about him.
I've seen him in stores a couple times, and yeah.
Well, see, what had happened was I had my case pre-ordered, because they ran out, and then a few hours later, they put them back up. And I was like, alright, deal. And pre-ordered it. Then I'm just waiting around for weeks. And then Match messaged me like, hey, guess what? Avengers hair. Sends me a picture of Black Widow. And I was like, are you kidding me? And he's like, yeah, I'm not collecting the line. You want it? Trade. I'm like, alright. And then I was like, alright, unpre-order the case. And I already had Red Skull, and that was my thing. I didn't want to have a second Red Skull. And then I had Baron Zemo. I've had Baron Zemo hidden Target for the past month and a half. I went and picked him up yesterday. So after I got Black Widow, I was like, alright, I'm just going to play my luck with the other ones, go get my Baron Zemo. I have 2 more to get. Which they have singles of on pre-order, but I've literally been checking every day to see if those are in, because those are the last things I want to put in my pile of loot, because I have a big pile of loot to ship. So I learned something else about Baron Zemo that's really weird. Him and Boomerang are remolds of each other.
With Boomerang?
Boomerang, the Spider-Man
Really?
Marvel Legend guy. Yep. Found that awkward. I still haven't opened my Boomerang. But, I got another Marvel Legend. I'm going to open up right here on the show.
What is it?
It's Black Cat.
Oh, you did get it.
I got it today. In the mail. I paid an upmark on this, but whatever.
See, I would not have charged it upmark.
See, but I would have had to pay you for shipping. And you'd be like, yeah, it's $15 to ship. Not really.
Where'd you get it from?
Some guy on Facebook.
Oh.
Oh, not your host. I also, They were offering. This is really dumb. Some people were offering them loose for cheaper. I was like, I don't need the Green Goblin piece. I'll get it loose. And I was like, oh, hold on a second. I like these boxes. If I display them in the box, she's gonna have a big empty spot in her box. I don't want that. So I had to get a sealed one just to have that piece because I'm stupid. I'm opening her. There's her whip, or her whatever it is.
Her cat tail, cat toy.
Her cat toy. And let's open her. Her face is a lot. Oh wow, never mind. Actually, when I opened her up, like out of the box, shipping box, her face was it looked a lot more dull. That was characterful. Wow, I'm sorry. The proportions of this figure are ridiculous.
Ridiculously awesome.
No. I see people still talking about Black Cat, like in action figure sale threads. I'm just like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Oh god, I get desperation, but fuck, dude. Close that box back.
You know what will piss me off? Just a random thought.
Okay.
About the Marvel Legends Infinite Series line.
What would piss you off?
What would piss me off is like how they announced a third wave for the Iron Man line, but it never came out.
Yeah.
If they announce a third line or a third wave for the Captain America and it has Falcon in it, but it'll never come out.
That would be fucked.
Yeah.
I've said, wow, I've actually reached my quota. I was thinking the other day, I cuss way too much on this show. I should stop that.
Fuck that. Fucking stop it. Did I say shit? I meant shit. Shit. Shoot.
What's that from? That's the thing.
Anchorman 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
I was watching some of that this morning. I was like, that is so jokes.
Is that on DVD yet?
I don't think so.
Fucker.
I do not think so.
I got one more thing. And
What's that one more thing?
On topic, both of them. So in work, I was telling you this earlier. Hold on a second. Does she have a sculpted belly button?
Black Cat?
Yeah. Or is this a mold defect?
I can't get mine out right now, so I can't tell you.
Wow. Text me about this later. This is fucking... Alright. So at work, I was telling you this earlier. It was on Twitter as well. My work got in Transformers 4 posters. And I got one. And I also got the teaser IMAX banner, which is friggin' huge for Amazing Spider-Man 2. Because we got the final one and didn't need the teaser one anymore. I was like, mine.
I keep on forgetting that movie's coming out.
Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Because I'm more focused on so much other better movies that I'm more excited about.
Better movies. So have you already established it's gonna suck in your head?
No, I mean like not. All right, better was wrong, but like movies that just mean more to me, I'd say.
I saw
that I'm more excited about. That I keep on. Oh yeah, that's a fucking Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
I saw a thing today that actually got me really pumped. I saw Need for Speed today.
Oh, you did?
I did. And they had a trailer for Godzilla before it. That got me pumped. Like, watching it on the big screen got me pumped. It's the new one with Bryan Cranston Candy. That was weird.
Speaking about trailers, we have one to talk about.
The trailer.
The trailer.
The trailer for.
It is funny because we mentioned this last week, but we have pretty much talked about like a new trailer every episode for like the past like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yep, that's annoying.
But I like it. It's fun.
You can do your whole trailer walkthrough. I'm not. I'm sorry about
Why?
That. Because I focused on other things right on my desktop right now. Scannings and shit. Waveforms. I know.
Just talk about what you like.
Talk about what I liked from the trailer?
Yeah.
My favorite thing. I'm sorry, it's at the end of the trailer. Here, if you want to run through the trailer, go ahead for it.
I'm not going to run through it. I just want to, we just talk about our thoughts about it.
All right, so the trailer is essentially just a rundown of what it is. The trailer is essentially an extended look. I'm pretty sure it had everything from the teaser trailer, the Super Bowl trailer, and
it did not have the one scene of Grimlock at the end. That was different.
No, okay, yeah, they changed that. That's my favorite part of the whole trailer. I'll get into it later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially that, but they changed the scene with Grimlock, and everything looks kind of prettier. They changed a few things. A few things actually come into play that actually reveal some plot elements. So the trailer is not spoilery, but what we're talking about kind of hints to some possible spoilers for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even a character's death that actually was in the trailer.
Yes.
So anyway, spoiler warning for Transformers 4, issued now. Continue at your own risk, whatever. Okay, anyway. So let's start off. Let's go in what I'm thinking is chronological order. Let's cover that character death. So, in the trailer, we see humans shooting at a green robot, and it took me a few watches to peg who that is.
I didn't really think about it till you mentioned it.
They are shooting Ratchet.
Yeah, they're blowing him the fuck up.
Yeah, and then he falls. So I'm pretty sure we just saw Ratchet die.
Yeah.
Which, you know why I like that so much? It's a really dumb reason. I like it because they are continuing immediately from the old trilogy with characters that aren't in this one, but we're finally seeing what happened to them instead of them just not being there.
Kind of like a certain other Transformers movie that came out in 1986. Out with the old, in with the new.
Well, at least we...
They just fucking kill them, just brutally.
At least we saw their dead bodies. And not Transformers 2 or 3. And so, yeah, that Ratchet. And everyone's like, why are humans killing Autobots? And it becomes evident later on in the trailer that So, I got really excited after seeing the trailer. Not because I thought the movie was going to be great. It's because I was like, oh, I get it! I get it now! I get the title. The title is Age of Extinction. It's a double meaning. Age of Extinction, they're referencing dinosaur extinction. Extinction of Cybertronians. What's going on, I believe, in this movie is the humans have now developed the technology to completely replicate Transformers, and they want to bring in their own Transformers for profit and kill all the original Cybertronians. Which is why Optimus is that old beat-down truck. He's in stasis. They just found him, which is evident in the trailer. We see a lot of that where Mark Wahlberg's character finds the truck, they brings it in, and he's just like, oh, we found a Transformer.
I love that, the beginning of that trailer, too. I think that's my favorite, my second favorite part, is that whole setup.
I do, too.
I can just imagine, being, a innocent bystander just watching the trailer, oh, here's a cute little movie with Mark Wahlberg and some chick, and they're telling, oh, it's a good father-daughter movie, and then, what's this about a truck? Oh, shit, it's a Transformers.
What I like about it is they even reference, oh, it's not natural steel. There's not normal steel. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then, we all knew it was Optimus Prime. Mm-hmm. But, okay, so I didn't notice it till a few run-throughs where he opens the truck door and shit just falls out. You know what those are?
Bullet.
They're gigantic bullets.
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's great, too, is the way I was watching the trailer, I'm like, alright, he's going to find Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime's going to transform in his garage and be like, you've been chosen. And no, Optimus Prime's in stasis. They awaken him from stasis, in Optimus Prime
which is
wakes
really
up.
Cool.
It's like, what the hell is going on? What happened to me?
Yeah.
Which means, okay, so from the Autobots that we saw in the trailer, which were just Bumblebee and Optimus, it looks like Bumblebee's part of, some auto expedition. Or expedition,
Exhibit.
What's that word? Exhibit, there we go. Exhibit.
They're going on an adventure.
Yeah, they are going on an adventure. Into the Age of Extinction, and am I parsing that right? Because it in the little wall thing you see, the red Decepticon Stinger, is there just standing up, and Bumblebee transforms, turns around, looks at him like, I fucking hate you, and it says on the wall something like the original Bumblebee. So Bumblebee looks like he's just got himself a job. And Optimus was like, nope, you guys are killing... No. Out.
See, I'm not so sure it's like it's the entire human race. I just think it's like one organization.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's the whole human race
Okay.
either. I mean, because that wouldn't make sense. But I think what they've done though is they've obviously scared them because there's that viral campaign going on. Transformers are dangerous. If you notice in the beginning of the trailer, Mark Wahlberg is driving past a billboard.
Remember Chicago.
I love that. I love that so much. There's a number on it. If you call that number on the billboard, you get this little voicemail saying Transformers are dangerous. If you have a Transformer
Really?
sighting, report it. Yeah, I called it.
That's awesome. But I didn't notice until like after a couple pass-throughs, but you actually do see Kelsey Grammer in it.
Is he the guy with the glasses saying?
Yeah, he's the one saying he's the one that's saying the age of the Transformers is over or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
You see his face for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, his glass. It doesn't even look like Kelsey Grammer.
He got fat.
Kelsey Grammer's never been real skinny.
But he's never been fat.
Well, he is for Transformers because that's what duty
yeah.
calls. What else do we see? The really stupid scene I hate so much, and it's funny because you have I think it's Stanley Tucci is talking. I think Bumblebee is like, "You don't understand. We don't need you anymore."
Stanley Tucci's such an asshole. I like him. He's always
I love
played
that
such
poem.
as an asshole character.
Yeah, assholes too. And what's funny is that happens, and then he's driving around with Mark Wahlberg in the end, and the just like, "Oh my god!
Yeah.
These oh god! I had no idea this was going on." Like, and I think it's to the scene of Strafe picking up Bumblebee. Mm-hmm. He's like, "There's a dinosaur. There's robot dinosaurs now."
One thing I'm still really
Why?
confused about. What's with those giant robotic snails flying through space?
Don't know. I assume Lockdown. Now, I'm really confused here because what I assume is from a Creo set at Toy Fair, which I didn't notice of until I heard another show talk about it. It's called the Galvatron Factory, and it's Galvatron's head. So I assume that is what happened. Is this company got a hold of Megatron's head, like Transformers animated style?
Yeah.
Totally. They copied all of his everything, made their own Transformers, and then gave him a new body, and there was Galvatron. So that's how Galvatron, I believe, comes into play. And then, so I'm really curious though. I doubt Lockdown is man built.
No.
I highly doubt it. What I really want to happen is Lockdown is just like, well, it's really confusing. What I think would be great is if Lockdown finds out, like, if he's always been a third party, and he hears or he notices like, oh, all the Decepticons are dead. Well, whatever. But then he comes in finding out that, oh wait, humans are making Transformers. Yeah, no, nope, not cool. And if he comes in to stop that, but then he's like, well, because the only reason I'm basing this whole part on is how he shoots Optimus, which I know he wouldn't be on the Autobot side, but it's really confusing. I don't think he's man-made. If he is, that'll be weird. Because I think there's only a handful of handmade Transformers in this.
We have Drift.
Well, we don't know about them actually.
He looks too human to be pure Cybertronian, though.
I'm sure some of them aren't all man-made. If so, that would suck. Well, what's weird is, like, how come some of the man-made ones would be Autobots and some of them would be Decepticons? Because the thing about the Decepticons is, in the movie, they don't have Decepticon symbols.
Which yeah.
Which would be dumb. Why would the humans put Decepticon logos on them? Or maybe the humans don't expect them to be evil and they gain sentience. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this part right here is
call me crazy,
speculation.
But I like it, like, if Transformers don't have any faction symbols on them.
I don't.
Because, like, all right, we're American. We don't have American flags tattooed on our foreheads or on our.
You don't.
That's right. Some people do, but I mean, it's not like a requirement.
I, for one, love my country. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no.
Or if they do, I like it to be very minimum.
I think the standard, gray Decepticon logo on the shoulder is fine. You don't need to have Autobot symbols on both sides of your shoulders, one on your chest, two on your forehead. Like, just one's fine.
Okay, let's talk about our favorite scene.
Okay, can I just say why it's my favorite?
Why?
Because it's so hilarious. If there is a gigantic, like 4-ton metal T-Rex running at you, what are you gonna do?
Oh, he's definitely way.
You're gonna crouch and you're just gonna scream at it.
And then bitch slap it with a shield.
That was awesome. That was great.
I watched it. I was giddy with excitement. That made me. I felt like a little kid watching that again. I was like, oh man, that's so awesome. Like, I was grinning ear to ear. Like that. A lot of people shit on Optimus Prime in the movie series for being like, too violent or too bloodthirsty. I like that. I mean, I like change. Optimus Prime doesn't always have to be like the quote unquote Captain America of Transformers. Be like, you know, just so super,
diplomatic.
Yeah, diplomatic.
Apple pie eating.
Yeah, exactly. I like where like it. My favorite, I'd say my favorite line is from Dark of the Moon, where he says, "We will kill them all."
That is my favorite line for different reasons, because I do think I don't mind him being a more serious character in which he knows, where he's more so of a war hero than just a hero.
Right.
Where he knows sacrifices have to be made, shit happens, and but we have to win this because it's the thing to do for the greater good, and I'm gonna have to kill people and get my hands dirty. I'm okay with that take on the character, but I do think Optimus in the movies is a little overly dramatic, fucking evil. Like where he just rubs it in their face that he just killed them, like Demolisher and Revenge of the Fallen, or the Fallen, or. And then he just he doesn't even let them put the Decepticons out of their misery. Like, he's just like, alright, Wreckers, go tear apart that Decepticon and eat him. And then they literally did that.
We're gonna kill you. Rip them apart.
That's so fucked up. Like, don't make... Like, savage heroes are for villains and anti-heroes, not your actual good guys.
But I don't know. See... I like changes. I like if they do something different with characters. Like, do some... Because Optimus Prime in the first Transformers movie was quite a bit more true to his G1 self. Except for, like, times where he's like, you could look at him and tell he's super annoyed with Sam. He's like, oh, just hurry up. Looking for the glasses. And he just got that look on his face like, hurry. I thought that was funny, but for the most part, in that whole first movie, he was pretty G1ish. And then the second one came out, and I heard about how bloodthirsty he was. I was like, "Well, that's interesting."
Well, what'd be great is for 4, is so how this organization, I guess we'll call them, is all after Transformers. What if they went so far as to destroy all the members of Nest and kill Sam? That would be nuts. That would be totally unnecessarily dark if they hunted down everybody. They went.
Sam's last words are, "I am sorry."
There's a scene where they have some guy wearing a Strokes t-shirt, and they kind of Photoshop the back of his head to look like Sam's, and it's just him getting just they should come just shoot him, and it's just dust. That'd be fucked. That'd be messed up.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say something else, but I forget.
I think my Twitter picture is the Optimus Prime just screaming for no reason.
I'm not sure. Usually in trailers, we hear Optimus Prime's voice more than just a line. But in this trailer, it's kind of interesting that he doesn't even have a line. His one line is just screaming.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. The first line we hear of Optimus Prime in Transformers 4. Why?
I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Because we hear we hear him talk in the first movie trailer, right?
I don't remember.
The second one, we definitely hear him talk. We hear him talking to Sam about fucking need help, and oh yeah, Yeah, that's one line that was cut out from Dark of Moon's. Like, you've made a grave mistake when he's talking to that agent chick.
Was it cut?
Yeah, that was not in the final movie.
There was a lot of things not in that final movie. Some of them were robots.
Yeah. Okay. Another trailer, well, kind of an updated Super Bowl trailer, was just either released or discovered today. And it's funny, like you're talking about how the one shot of crosshairs, you could see unfinished CGI in the background.
Is it still unfinished or is it finished now?
It's finished now.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Does it still look like Chicago? I didn't see that.
I didn't really think it looked like Chicago, but awesome. But
that's what I think that footage is. Let me go watch that because I watched it. It's only 30 seconds.
But they did change a good amount in that. A couple of changes which I really did like, because one of the things that really distracted me from the Super Bowl trailer is when we see Galvatron.
Yeah.
His eyes were really orange.
Yeah, and changed him to red
I did
again.
not like that.
Well, I like his new face. I didn't care about the eye color so much as his face looks like really open.
Well, he's screaming.
Huh?
He's screaming though. Yeah. The face I like. Just the eyes the orange eyes were really distracting. I'm glad it changed it to red. And I didn't notice, but like in the Super Bowl trailer, when Optimus was getting shot, I didn't notice that there was a robot down by his feet.
That's added. He's like punching Galvatron. That was added.
But like the rest of him is there still in the Super Bowl trailer, but just his arm wasn't.
Yeah, well, not even, like, you see, like, his leg, but you could not make out a robot from that. But when I saw the arm can, I was like, oh, shit, he's beating up Galvatron.
But, like, so he's beat up Galvatron, then Lockdown just snuck up behind him and shot him in back.
Yeah, that seems like a thing to do.
Damn. They added that arm flailing around, which is weird. Like, that kind of put me off. I had no idea who the hell that was for a second. And they just added in some details of Lockdown's head transforming into the gun. A couple of details of the close-up of Prime. And the close-up, or the shot of Lockdown walking away from his ship. They added some little glowy lights on that, which will make it look a lot better. And they said that they changed Strafe to look more blue.
Yeah, I didn't really notice that,
me neither.
But I believe it, I guess. Okay, tell me when you're done talking about this trailer, because I remembered something, and I am totally out of this whole trailer.
Okay, I'm done talking about it.
Alright, I want you to watch this trailer, not all of it. Alright, now we're going to go into Marvel news, because I don't think there's anything else Transformers, is there?
I don't think so. Let me double check real quick.
Alright, good. I want you to look at that video. I want you to go to 55 seconds. Tell me when you've paused it at 55 seconds where there's the close-up of Spider-Man's face, where he's looking around on front of the building, where you see the building in the back. 55 seconds.
Alright, 55 seconds.
This is the second or third trailer for Amazing Spider-Man, by the way.
This is it.
And I want you to look at this picture as well.
Okay, so what do you want me to do first? Pause at 55 or...
Pause it at 55, then look at that, and then I want you to watch in that selected square area.
Do what? Oh, okay. I saw this trailer in theaters. I'm pretty sure I did. No, maybe not all of it, no. Hold on.
You just take it to 55 seconds?
Someone's at the door.
I heard. Oh. I thought that was something else. Well, while he's getting the door. I want to play the video too. Load. It's yeah. For anyone else who wants to look at this is not a visual podcast. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the trailer number 3 extended. So it's about 3 minutes and 49 seconds. It's long, but at 55 seconds, look right. Where's it at? It's right above his forehead, or right at his forehead, directly to the left. You see a thing. There's a thing there. I'm going to go to 55 seconds just to look at the thing again. Yep, there it is. I see it again. There's a thing there. Alright, Jesse, let's go. Come on. Jesse. Jesse.
Alright, I'm back.
There you go.
Alright, I'm at 33 seconds. So, pause at 55.
55.
All
I'm going to
right.
watch the 55-second mark with you. Make it as high def as you can.
Okay.
Alright, and then look at the picture I sent
I'm
you.
at 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Okay.
Alright, now look at the picture I sent you.
This content is currently unavailable.
Did you remove me from Facebook again?
No. Wait, no, I'm not logged in. Okay.
Jeez. Cheese, Jesse. Cheese.
Cheese and crackers.
Aw, gee willikers.
Okay. Alright.
Look at those red squares. Now, it's really, really hard to make out in those pictures. Now make it. Now it's hard to make it out, but you'll see it when you watch it. Make it as high def, big as you can, the video.
Okay.
And I want you to watch in those red little squares. All right, are you ready?
Hold on. Where did the trailer go? There it is. Okay. It's on HD 720.
Look, put on your glasses. Look super close.
All right. That's weird.
That is definitely a thing.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
So someone on my Facebook was like, "Oh, people are looking too much into it. That's a bird. That is not a fucking
That's
bird.
something swinging from a web.
That is a thing swinging. It is bigger than the window, or is as big as the window. Birds don't fly like that either. That's not a bird. I don't know if it's venom for sure. I doubt it. Kind of. It could easily be something else. But that is definitely a thing. See, in motion, you can definitely see it, can't you?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. When I just look at a picture, I'm like, I don't think I've
And
actually
then like
seen
you even
this.
kind of see him like run on the wall.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Another thing I picked up. All right, this is also spoiler territory. This is if you don't know anything about the Spider-Man comic book or the fate of any of the characters in the new movie in the comic book, this might be a spoiler.
Okay.
Another one on my Facebook. I'm gonna link you this as well. I noticed this. I didn't notice the one swinging by myself. I saw someone else notice it. I noticed this one though. It's really dumb, but still.
Yeah.
Still, like in motion, you can still see this one much better. But when he's screaming, it looks familiar.
Starring Spider-Man pooping.
Never even thought of that.
It hurts so bad.
It hurts so bad, it killed my girlfriend. All right, that's all I got for Spider-Man though. Okay, I have another piece of Marvel news I wanted to pass on because this is very interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
I like interesting.
So apparently, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is done. Disney or Marvel, I forgot which one, said it is very good. They also so a few months back they set a release date for May 6, 2016 for an unallotted title, Marvel Untitled, I think it was. Well, they announced what movie that is. They announced what movie is going to be the slot they selected for May 6, 2016.
Oh, they did?
Yep, and it's Captain America 3.
Did they really?
They did. And they already started production on Thor 3 as well, too.
But no fucking Incredible Hulk 2.
They want to do it. They just don't know what they want to do yet.
I know.
Because Mark Ruffalo has been bugging him too. Like, dude, please, can we do something?
It's gonna be tough because to make like a really, really good, like, faithful Hulk movie, there has to be more focus on Bruce Banner. Like, just like about him as a person, but people don't want to see that.
Yeah, that won't sell.
People don't want to see about like the the I don't know, the metaphors of Hulk, about the symbolisms, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde personality of Bruce Banner. They just want to see Hulk smashing stuff.
Oh, what? No way.
Because that's that's what a lot. What really did happen with Ed Norton, because he is a huge Hulk fan. Like, he was very passionate about it. Yes, he did want a lot of creative control over the script. And
of every script he's ever been a part of, ever.
I'd say he's more passionate about this because he was very openly a Hulk fan, and he passed on Ang Lee's Hulk because he was very, very disappointed with the script. But he was always interested in it. But then when he added a lot of storyline bits to it, and there were the scenes that I liked them a lot. They were deleted, and you can see them in the deleted scenes in the Blu-ray. I liked them a lot, but apparently, like, when they did like a suicide cut of the movie, it was like a half an hour into the movie before you saw the Incredible Hulk, and I guess the general audience didn't really like that, so they cut a lot of that out of the film. And a lot of the stuff they cut out was stuff that Ed Norton wanted in the movie. So he just kind of like, he didn't really like, from what I gathered around looking up, he really didn't become an asshole. He just kind of like disconnected himself with the movie. He didn't really become part of the marketing process of it. And then because of that kind of like, bad blood, I'd say, they just passed on him.
Let's talk about a movie that came out 6 years ago. While we're talking about, I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to know something even more interesting? Now, this also might be spoiler territory. If you literally, it's only a spoiler if you've never ever read a Captain America comic book.
What?
So it's about characters and reoccurring characters and Steve Rogers.
Okay.
So, in an interview, actually about the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan, the guy who plays Bucky, they were talking about their contracts. Chris Evans is signed on to do 6 films as Steve Rogers. Not 6 more, but 6 altogether.
Okay.
All right, and that's Captain America 1, 2, and that's Captain America 1, 2, and 3, and Avengers 1, 2, and 3. Sebastian Stan, his contract is for 9 movies.
What? So I'm assuming he doesn't die in the next one.
I would think not, but I assume that will lead to Bucky Cap.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say about that. Like, that's all there is. But that's all. It's definitely just like hearsay. But well, what I like about that is they're planning for the cinematic universe after the Avengers trilogy is done, and I'm sure they'll do other Avengers movies after the trilogy.
No, they're not. That's why it's called a trilogy. It's not a trilogy with 4 movies.
You can have more than one trilogy.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
you have quadrilogy, and then
no, shut up, please stop talking.
And then 5-ology. There's 6-ology, there's 7-ology.
That's why there's
then the Octopusyology.
That's why there's 2 Star Wars trilogies, and there's gonna be 2 Lord of the Rings trilogies.
No, there's a Lord of the Rings trilogy, and there's a Hobbit trilogy.
Oh, fucking take it out of your ass.
Will do. All right.
Will do. That's all I got.
Well,
why don't you contribute?
Did you see? You never did respond to me, so I don't know if you fucking have an opinion about it or not. But the pictures just went up of the Winter Soldier Hot Toys Black Widow, and it looks very good.
I woke up this morning to your text saying, "I'm bored, bro. Entertain me." And I was like, "No, bro. I'm in bed." I woke up to that. I was like, "Shit."
But the new Black Widow looks amazing.
Well, what's great is I never noticed anything wrong with the original two, because I never looked at the Iron Man 2 one. I think because I didn't like how Black Widow looked in that movie.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I preferred her look in the Iron Man 2 the best.
Wow, you're nuts.
You're nuts.
You're nuts. You have nuts. Wait.
I do.
I don't think she looks bad, but it was. This is hilarious. I'm sorry.
But
look at this. Look at the picture of him waving the sword around. I think it's the last picture. It just looks hilarious. Anyway, yeah, they're the one for the Winter Soldier. It looks nuts.
That is one angry ass snarl.
It's terrifying.
But yeah, the Hot Toys Iron Man 2 Black Widow looks like a doll
Barbie.
from Brave in comparison to this new one.
Well, I mean, to Hot Toys' credit is they had a much easier hairstyle to peg down this time. Straight.
Because wavy hair is so hard to deal with.
How many toys have you made?
I made a bunch, man.
Yeah, okay. How many curly haired Scarlett Johansson have you made?
Hold on, let me show you a picture of one I made.
Is it Leader Fallen?
No.
Is
No.
it? Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
What is this one?
Hold on, you'll see.
It's Ultimate Fallen.
See, alright, hold on.
Tell me to hold on one more.
I put it. I think I did a good job at it, but here.
What are you fucking with me now? Alright, give me your troll.
Out of scratch.
Shut up. Stop talking. Just kidding. I was expecting something awful. Like pictures of feces. No.
But I made that.
You made this?
Yes, I made it. I'm bored. Talk about something interesting. Oh wait, here's a better one. Here's the best custom made Black Widow.
I have that base figure too.
What is it from?
It's a Fantastic Four Invisible Woman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's hilarious because I don't like that figure as is. Is this supposed to be Avengers Black Widow?
I think so, yeah.
The $70 price tag is way too expensive. Oh my god, are they making... Oh, finally! Jesus, it took so long, but they finally did it, and it does not look that good. Never mind.
What?
I hate you, Mezco, so much. God, so you know they do Breaking Bad figures?
Oh, the Jesse Pinkman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks alright.
It's pretty bad.
I'm more excited about the Sons of Anarchy Mezco figures that are coming out in September.
Whatever. You know how many episodes of Sons of Anarchy I've seen?
One? Really?
And it was called Pacific Rim.
Oh, I see.
That's as close as I got.
I like Sons of Anarchy.
I thought you were going to say Pacific Rim, then I thought you were going to say pistachios, and then I thought you were going to say something totally different.
I like pistachios. I like the
Pistachios
parts
good.
of your body covered in skin.
I don't like the ones not covered in skin.
Is that candy? Yeah. Alright, let's go on to something else.
Okay. You're up.
So let's go on to questions.
Alright. I thought you were going somewhere with that.
Nope, I was not.
Yeah, well. Fuck you. God.
Oh, besides Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is coming out next Tuesday.
Ooh, I didn't know they were making a new one.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Why, have you talked about it before?
Yeah, like many times. You've
Oh.
You've even repeated the title after me before.
Yeah, bet I did. What's it called?
Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes, plural?
Yes, we've had this exact conversation.
Really?
Yes,
When?
like within the past week or two.
Why is it plural?
I don't know. It just is.
Whatever. Stupid Metal Gear Solid. You make up your mind. Alright. Quick show. Quick show, I guess. Good show. Oh, but we have hella questions.
Oh no. Oh, there is some Transformers relay we need to talk about.
What is it?
The official photos of Takara Tomy Transformers Lost Stage Advanced Line toys.
Oh, what are we doing? Yes, I actually like some of those.
Yes, I do too.
Alright, let's talk about those. First up, Bumblebee.
No. First
No,
up,
we have to do the bad ones first. Bad ones first.
bad ones first. Why are you starting Bumblebee then?
Because those pictures do him no favors, and I'm still extremely disappointed, and I'm so sad
Why are you
that figure turned out so dumb looking.
That's not dumb looking. It's not any worse
figure looks so borked.
Doesn't look any worse than any other Bumblebee figure that's come out before.
The hell it doesn't.
It looks a hell of a lot better than the 77 Camaro Bumblebee.
Oh, we're not friends.
Fine.
I'm deleting you off MySpace.
Show over.
I'm unadding you on AOL.
AOL. AIM.
I was gonna say AIM and AOL at the same time, and it didn't work.
2002 now.
You got me so mad.
Who uses AIM
that I have
anymore?
no idea what I'm talking about.
I forget if AIM even exists anymore.
I bet it does. All right. Yeah, there's that one. That Bumblebee.
I like it.
Wait. Hold on a second. Are we talking about Age of Extinction or Shiny One?
Age of Extinction.
Oh.
Because I don't think it's posed too great in these photos.
No,
but I do like the fact that for like is the first Bumblebee figure to have like that. I guess like I don't know what you call them. These little visors on his chest that kind of go up at an angle.
All right. I'm looking at it. And I'm trying so hard to give it the benefit of the doubt. All right. I can cut some slack on the chest. I bet there's a way to fidget that with all those hinges.
At least it looks
Fine.
that it does look screen accurate, because when you see him in the movie, he does like have that kind of boxy chest.
Oh yeah, that's fine. The chest I could get past. The backpack, sure. The head looks lifeless and dull, but okay, whatever.
So it's Bumblebee.
The thighs look really basic and silly. I could get past them though. The legs are extremely long, but I can get past that. The feet are stupid looking.
The feet are stupid looking in the original Bumblebee.
On all of the Bumblebees.
No,
most of them,
especially the 77 one.
Oh, but at least it looks like a natural transformer,
No, it
not like
doesn't.
this. Yes, it does. Like car parts becoming the feet.
No, you're smoking crack.
Yeah,
you're
well,
ridiculous. And like
these look stupid long for no reason.
Bumblebees were perfect. This is obviously not. This is not as good, but it's still a ton better than the 77.
It's still stupid
My
long
opinion
for no
is
reason.
right.
Now, here's the thing. The reason I let 74 Camaro have a pass or whatever it is because those are parts of the car. So they had a right looking as silly as one could say they were. I wouldn't defend them. They weren't very good, but as they did, this looks like, and I'm betting you, like every single Bumblebee before him just fold up into the bottom. So they have no right being that silly walk. And it just, no.
I guess I'm just kind of biased because I just really, really, really love the car mode.
I do. The vehicle mode looks great, but damn it, they messed up, and the arms look stupid.
Okay, I do have to admit that the arm does look kind of ridiculous.
If the arms were longer, sure. If the arms don't actually turn into anything on the car, I'll replace them because they look dumb. I'm still gonna get the toy because I am weak-willed.
Because I give in to peer pressure very easily.
Yeah, I don't even try to fight anymore.
Hold on a second, there's Crisis. Go on, talk about Bumblebee.
I'm done talking. You son of a bitch. Oh, they have a picture of his car mode. I didn't see this. Let me see. Yeah, his arms become nothing. I don't think. Do they? No, I don't think so. Wow, that's a really insufficient car. I don't think it has headlights. Did the first one have... I don't know. I'm not a car person. Whatever. I'm holding myself. I'm replying to a text.
There's seriously a giant ass meltdown.
Why?
I don't even know. We're watching my 2 kids, and then we're babysitting a 3rd. Oh. Okay. What else were we saying about Bumblebee here?
I don't think his arms do anything in vehicle mode. So yeah, there it is.
Yeah. His hand. Okay, yeah, I do. The arms are definitely weak sauce here.
Well, here's the thing: he's really horribly proportioned. So if he had long enough arms that equaled it out, maybe it wouldn't look so awful.
Yeah, I still really like it. I definitely like it. I'm a huge fan of the '60s Camaro, and I think that just kind of persuades me to liking the robot a little bit more. But yeah, what else is the bad here you wanted to mention?
He's not bad because how we saw him with Toy Fair looked much better, but Crosshairs looks just really stocky and awkward, and no paint at all, and just looks kind of gross. But I don't think he's gonna be actually that awful.
Yeah.
He looks like he has no paint apps at all.
His arms look pretty stiff.
If you look, that's a piece of transformation. You can see the peg tabbed in there, and they have joints. They're double jointed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they have swivels though.
Still, he's from the Matrix, so he's cool.
Yeah, all right. What's the next one you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm just kind of going in order here.
Let's go to Starscream.
Okay, we click on exit on this picture then. Starscream. The Starscream is a repaint of the Dark Moon Deluxe Starscream in just a movie 1 colors.
He looks nice.
Yeah, it looks alright.
He doesn't look $30 nice, but he looks nice.
No, I don't like that Deluxe Starscream at all.
I don't mind him. Okay, so I don't mind him. When I'm playing with him by himself, he's fine. Then I put him next to other toys, and I'm like, ew, get away.
Ew, what are you doing, my shelf? Disgusting.
Disgusting, and I flick him. There's that one.
Just from looking at it, it looks like a cheap knockoff of the Leader Class one.
Speaking of cheap knockoffs of the Leader Class one, Optimus Prime.
You didn't like the Battle Blades Optimus Prime?
I got the toy, and I did not hate it. But it tried way too hard to just be a scaled-down version. It was this really awkward position of trying to be the scaled-down one without it being the scaled-down one.
You're not wrong. I do think
the proportions were weird, is what really gets me. And I could never get it to pose well. He never had good stature to him. I hate the legs.
Okay.
When Dark of the Moon came out, I actually had this beautiful idea in my head that if you took each Voyager Prime from each movie and pegged them all together with different proportions, you'd have the perfect Voyager Optimus Prime. If you took the legs from Dark of the Moon, if you took the chest from Battle Blaze and the arms from the first movie Voyager, and actually proportion them out.
But okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying like straight off the toys like pop out ball joints. That would look awful. But proportions and aesthetic wise, it looked great.
But this is basically just a metallic repaint of that, and I'm kind of disappointed because the Takara toy listings advertise it being like kind of like a Striker Optimus redeco of it, which got me excited because like
Well, isn't this? I mean, except for the orange.
No. Because it's the Striker Optimus Prime is more of a dull, dark gray, very muted colors, nothing shiny about it, and it had Robo Abs.
I remember that.
That's something that I don't know. I really liked that they did in Dark Moon. I really like the robot abs. It was a nice little G1 homage. but so like just toughen them up a little bit. But this is just a straight chrome, or not chrome, but a metallic repaint. Doesn't change the weapons at all. No axe. If it had axe, I would be in, but no. But
Alright.
I'm content with the one I have. That's the one problem I did still do have with that one, because I did mess with it not too long ago, and it's just a giant ass backpack. But
Next one
next
is
one,
is Ratchet.
I didn't really
It's
look at this one much. Okay.
it's just a G1 essentially repaint, which we've seen before, I think, on this mold
Yeah.
in Dark of the Moon itself, and so there's really nothing to say there.
Though the weapon is unique, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all sharing. Looks like the same weapons. Next one is a shiny Hunt for Decepticons Battleblade Bumblebee. It's exactly as it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the G1 or the G1 Decoed Protoform Optimus Prime. That's a one I didn't expect to see.
Yeah.
But actually, I kind of want to get it because I never got that mold.
You never did?
No, and I always wanted it.
I like it a lot. I don't know. I don't think the colors really match with it very well. Maybe just because I'm so used to the all silver version, but I still really
It'll
like
depend.
that
I mean,
mold.
what's cheaper when this comes out? Because I do want that. I want Starscream as well. Starscream always looked really good to me. There's him. There is a repaint of the Legends Devastator, more movie accurate, metallic with a red face. That's cool. There is this one's probably my favorite, and I'm definitely getting it. Remember Dispenser
Yep.
from the first movie?
Yep.
He's getting a toy, and when they said he'd be a payload repaint, I was like, oh, that's weird. But then instead of a vending machine, he's a delivery truck. For what's the actual name they use? They didn't use Mountain Dew. What they use?
Mood Whiplash.
Mood Whiplash. Whatever.
But I mean, he is kind of a vending machine, because if you look at the top of the box, it's a vending machine.
Oh wow! I didn't notice that. You turn him, flip him up. There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love this. I'm getting this, and apparently he's a reference as well to someone from the comic. I didn't pick that up, but apparently he's a thing.
Yeah. I've actually I watched him the good action parts in the first one again. I just kind of did a side by side comparison of his scene in the movie and this figure. And it looks pretty good. It looks pretty accurate. I mean, it works surprisingly well.
And I people hate that payload toy. I like it. Never hated it.
It was alright to me. I'm not going to get this. I don't really care about it, but I still see the what's the word I'm looking for? Appeal in it, yeah.
Next one up is another issue of Deluxe Soundwave, but he's all Sound Blastery colors.
I'm getting this.
I got my first one, and I don't have any impulse to buy this.
I passed up on the deluxe one, and I kind of regret it, because I just would want a one that's more in scale with Voyagers. If I was going to have a all Voyager and deluxe like display, and yeah, I wanted that Soundwave, and this is close enough. I mean, this was going to get released anyway, but I mean, it's still mostly not mostly, but it still has a lot of silver in it. I like it. But it doesn't look like it comes with that mech tech weapon, though, does it?
It doesn't show it. It may still. I like the mech tech weapon, so it'd kind of blow if it didn't. Last but not least is something that I scrolled by. I was like, oh, look, another Jolt. And then I realized, oh, wait, that's Dark of the Moon Jolt. I really want this. It's a Dark of the Moon Jolt painted in movie colors. Really nice paint apps all over the face, and he comes with whips, like actual whips. And what would make this whip so much better, I doubt they are, but if they had a cable inside of them where you could pose them yourself, this Jolt looks glorious.
It does look very good. I like it a lot. But I'm probably not going to get it, just because I didn't mind the colors on the Dark of the Moon mold. I like them. Yeah, while it's not the most accurate look for his portrayal in Revenge of the Fallen, I still like them. I didn't.
It never looked good to me. Like the mold itself was great. It just never looked
I could
good.
definitely see how it did not how the paint would not like be aesthetically pleasing to a lot of people, but for me, it kind of looked good to me. Not the most accurate, but it still looked good.
I see what you're saying, but I disagree.
Pissant.
All right, no. All right, we're gonna go on to question now. That does it for that.
Yeah.
They look good. Pick up a few. All right, questions from
One thing.
Carmack.
Okay, before.
Okay, one more thing. Oh God, don't scare me like that.
We didn't talk about Dino.
Yay.
Dino, yes, I'm getting Dino.
I was waiting for you to catch it. That's why I went so fast into questions. I skipped the best one.
Yeah, I forgot all about Dino.
How'd you? Yeah, I was waiting for you to catch on. That's why I went so fast.
Yeah, we're finally getting
one.
Dino.
So we're getting Dino. He's a repaint though of was it Revenge of the Fallen, Dead End, and Sideways, and a few others. He looks nice. I'm looking at his picture. I'm like, wow, there are ways I can transform this to make it not look too much like that original mold, and I like it. I'm getting this one too. I love his arm blades. He looks naff.
Yeah. He's in a bad mood. He's not in the mood to talk to anybody today.
He did have a line in the movie.
And he laughed a lot. Ha ha ha. Oh, and he's like, he screamed at those terrors like blah 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 and stay there. I never understood what the first part he fucking said was.
I think he said on the ground.
Oh, okay. That voice actor died not too long after the movie came out.
Who was it?
I don't know. Let me look it up now.
You don't have to.
But it was not no one big.
Well, that sucks.
But I was kind of disappointed that we did not see the Japanese version of the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, because that one's going to have a movie accurate paint scheme with silver paint on face, hands, and wheels, and flame detailing on the shoulders.
Well, if you look at the Bumblebee and Crosshairs, they look absolutely nothing different, if not worse, than the American ones. So I bet we're getting that, and I bet their versions of these toys look different.
Right.
All right. Because I am on a tight schedule now. First question, for real now, from Harrison Carmack. Hi guys, Harry here with some more questions. But first, sorry Jess E, for getting your name wrong and my RoboCop question. I mean the old one. So sorry on my part. Number 1. For me, spring break is about to start, and I'll have more time to watch something on Netflix. Something that I have had on my list is Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead. I know more about Breaking Bad than I do The Walking Dead. So the question is made for White here. I ask, what makes the show good to watch? What, The Walking Dead or Breaking Bad? Because I think both of us here have watched both.
Yes.
The Walking Dead is good suspense-wise and characterization. Breaking Bad, the exact same for characterization and just really good storytelling and really good pull-through on everything they build up to.
I mean, I can't really say anything else different. I think Breaking Bad definitely has more memorable moments that are...
Oh yeah, The Walking Dead, so here's the thing. The Walking Dead's so wishy-washy because there are people who hate Season 2 and they love Season 3, and I'm the exact opposite. I love Season 2. People say it's boring. I see where they're coming from, but I think Season 2 has such an amazing build-up and payoff. It's beautiful. I love the last 3 episodes, really, so much. Season 3, I didn't mind the somber season ending. I'm spoiling it here. I'm not really spoiling it, but the tones of the show as the seasons fade out. It had a more somber ending, but I wasn't upset about the somber ending. It was more upset of there was so much unresolved, and something just didn't go anywhere, and it felt kind of awkward. And I felt like Season 3 was literally just, alright, we're going to kill people, and people are going to get mad, and that's it.
A lot of people say a lot of episodes in that series are boring when it's just talking and walking. Especially
Season 4, everyone's like, oh my god, these episodes are so boring. I see where they're coming from.
I'm the exact opposite. I like those episodes more.
The most recent episodes I've enjoyed. Like, I think the last episode, I see why people thought it was boring. I'm like, yeah, I see that, but I disagreed.
I actually think the episodes that are more boring, where it's just finds zombies, stab, repeat.
Well,
stab, repeat.
I loved, yeah, definitely. I love season 2 because season 2 had amazing characterization with all the characters. Everyone had character development. Almost everybody had an arc in that season. It was wonderful. I love season 2.
You know what my favorite episode from season 3 is?
Hmm.
It's an episode most people really, really hate because it literally
Don't
is
spoil it for 'em
just
here.
two people talking.
Oh, I love that episode too. People hate that episode, really?
Yeah, really, because
I love that episode.
all they do
It's
is
so much
talking. We're
tension.
zombies. We're just people talking. It's because like I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Oh, it was great because I was just waiting for someone to pull a gun.
Like, it was very tense.
Yeah, that episode's fantastic.
And then the governor broke down in song.
Yeah, yeah, yep. Because that's the way they do it on Broadway. Alright. Number 2, if you could have an actor or actress in a movie, what would it be? If you could have an actor or actress in a movie, what would it be and why? And to be clear, why can't say Norman Reedus or Nathan Fillion.
Like have
I'll say
just,
Nathan.
like have one like.
I think like if you could yeah. Thanks for Nathan Fillion pocket size. I think he means if there's a movie coming out and you want them in that movie. And I don't care. I'm choosing Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion as Ant-Man. That's who I'd want. Right there. Answer your question. Sorry, I cheated, but I don't care.
I want Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor.
Nope, Jesse Eisenberg. All right.
No,
and
fuck
3.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Well, yeah. And 3, since we haven't heard or seen anything exciting about Ted Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I've thought of the idea that we might not take that with a grain of salt, get a Rhino figure or anything related to the figure, to the character months after the film has come out. The whole character has been in secret ever since Mark Webb started on the idea, which I mean is, would you care for the Rhino figure for the movie or not? Oh, I would love a Marvel Legends Rhino. I think they should do 2 more waves of figures that are not hard to find as a Build-A-Figure. Now, okay, I thought of a thing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so remember the Iron Man Marvel Legends? You could find all of them pretty easily. I always wondered, like, well, why? How come I cannot find any Captain America and Spider-Man ones, the good ones? Well, it's because those were whole cases of 3 figures in each wave, maybe 1 or 2 repacks. These ones are entire cases of like 6 to 8 figures. There's too many figures. I'm serious. There's too many figures.
Never thought we'd say that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it, but they have to have a better release schedule and just, I mean, more of them. They need bigger boxes. Bigger boxes. Other than that, thanks for answering my questions and keep up the good work. How do you feel about a Rhino figure?
I don't think there's going to be one from Legends, but I think there's a chance that Marvel Select will release one.
Oh, Marvel Selected. Ooh.
Because they haven't announced the second figure yet, as far as we know. Like, they released 2 per movie. They announced the first one, which is obviously Spider-Man, but they did not say what the second one was. I'm hoping it's Rhino. They said it's not Electro. So it could be Rhino, Green Goblin, or Emma Stone.
I think it's going to be Green Goblin.
Which I would be cool with either. I'd like that too, but I'd prefer it to be Rhino because, he'd be bigger.
And I would buy that because Dane DeHaan. I would totally go for that Rhino as well. Either or. I would want Rhino more, but either or I would not be upset.
With a flip-up head that shows Paul Giamatti's face.
Paul Giamatti.
That would be...
all day.
Oh, I'm
Paul Giamatti.
Marvel Toy News. Report that right now. It's not up yet. Damn. Alright. Keep on hoping.
Alright.
Next question.
From Ian. Hey lads, IJK Productions again here. Number 1. What do you think the odds are of Generations doing a car robots RID Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus that can combine? I think if they do, it'll be a while.
With who?
RID Optimus
who?
and Optimus.
Who?
Let me talk.
Who's doing them? Or who?
Generations.
Oh, Generations. Okay.
Hasbro.
Yes,
Hasbro.
that is a toy company.
Yes, they make Transformers toys.
They also make Barbies, right? Jordan, go in your room.
Know. It'd be great if they did. I just don't think it would happen anytime now, because that'd be a higher price point unless they were deluxes. But the thing is with them combining is they'd have to take some of the exact engineering, I would think, from the old toys. Did I lose Jesse?
No, I'm here.
No. Jesse,
What?
come back.
I'm here.
Talk.
I would love to see a up-to-date generation version of RAD Optimus and Ultra Magnus, because a lot of people love the RAD line. I do not. I'm one of the few that really do not like that line. I do not even really like that Optimus figure that much. So I'd really like to see. It's not really just like the design. I dig the basic robot mode. I can kind of dig the super mode. Just I don't think the toys are that great. I think a lot of people just like the toys that much because it was like the first like actual Transformers line to be released in the U.S. that's not animals. I don't know. I just don't have that love for the series that a lot of people do. But I like the designs in the show, but I just didn't think the toys were that good.
I love the aesthetic, and I do like the designs a lot.
But there's a chance since they're releasing Skybite. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they're obviously touching on the property, so I mean, it's not impossible. It was just a matter of the price and the engineering they'd have to do.
They're testing the waters with their foot, so they're like doop 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 doop
doop doop doop doop. All right, you jump in. All right, number 2, to Wyatt. What do you think the rumors of Benedict Cumberbatch replacing John Sim as the Master if the character comes back? But if not Cumberbatch, who would you like to be the next Master? Mark A. Shepard.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Doctor Who. Oh. I would want Mark A. Shepard because he looks like he could be an older John Sim.
Jordan.
So if you ever watched Supernatural, Mark Shepard is Crowley.
I was looking around in Netflix and I found I guess the original Doctor Who is in black and white.
Yep.
That's crazy. It looked like old Twilight Zone.
It looked like way older than old Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then I saw, I guess, new Doctor Who. That whole thing still really confuses me.
It's not a different continuity at all.
I know, but it's still like how can it be? It went away. How can it be?
It went away for a while.
Oh, okay, but it still like counts as like season 1, and there's like multiple season 1s. That's
season 1. The old Doctor Who started in, 50 years from last year.
I tried watching, I guess the first episode of the new bunch.
Oh, don't. Okay, if you're skeptical,
there's just this girl just talking. I'm like, ugh.
If you're skeptical of the new Doctor Who, don't start. Okay,
that's not good.
If you're skeptical about it, don't go into the first season or at least some of those episodes.
Okay.
Because season 1 is weird. I love it. The 9th Doctor is my favorite. He's also my first Doctor.
My first Doctor is Dr. Stein.
But yeah, Mark A. Shepard for Master. 2014.
Because I was just watching this for the first 5 minutes of this episode, and there's this girl just talking. I'm like, really? And I just.
Yep, that's Rose Tyler.
I just put on something else. I'm like, oh, this is better.
Question number 3. What do you guys think of the 2003 5-minute Clone War series?
I like that little series. I think it's better.
It was really awkward. It was awkward at times, but there were some like the when Anakin fought and defeated Asajj Ventress. That was insanely tense.
I like the animation style because it was made by the same people that made Dexter's Laboratory, I believe, and that was one of my favorite cartoons, if not my number 1 favorite. And I thought that it took the show or took the canon a lot more serious than the next attempt did.
Oh yeah, it was 2 totally different attitudes going in tones. Number 4.
I remember this one episode. I forget.
Huh? What is it?
The one real short episode, where it's almost like there's no dialogue.
No, that was not just one episode.
Okay, so
That's a couple episodes.
but it was mostly just Anakin, just like either I think it was in the late one of the later episodes. So whereas him like, damn, it's been a long ass time since I've seen it, so I'm gonna sound really retarded, but if I recall correctly, he was training to I don't know. I think it was he was like either dreaming or like training himself in his mind, like kind of like how okay, I will. And he like came across like Darth Vader in the future or some shit. Does this make any sense? Does it sound remotely familiar?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I really liked a lot. I need to rewatch that series. But yeah, I like the original Clone Wars series a lot better than the new one. All right, next.
Do you think that the CGI Godzilla and Andy Serkis doing the motion capture is close enough to the original suit acting?
Andy Serkis is doing the motion suit.
That's weird.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
I didn't know that.
So
Yeah.
basically, Andy Serkis is King Kong and Godzilla. That's awesome.
He should fight himself. I mean, they're not going to do suit acting anyway, so it's close as they're going to get. Sure. I remember when Benedict Cumberbatch was so excited he was doing the motion capture for Smaug.
Flap with your wings.
I mean, yeah, it's fine by me. I'm not Godzilla. Now, Jesse, how do you feel about that?
That's pretty cool. I didn't know.
All
I
right.
didn't know that. I thought it was just gonna be like, just.
I thought it was going to be full CGI. I didn't think they were doing motion capture at all.
That's pretty.
I want to see all these people running around looking up, and then he just run behind him like, rah.
You know that there is going to be behind the scenes of him. All the people are looking up. He's just going to be like on the top of like a cherry picker, just saying roar.
Rawr.
Because he did the same shit for King Kong too. Like he was on set playing as Kong.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. I have a thing to show you later.
Okay, next.
After done recording. Number 5. What are some old TV shows, live action or cartoon from the late 90s, early 2000s you wish would make a comeback? None of them. I think all of them are where they belong in my childhood.
I can agree with you there.
Because I don't want them to come back. If they come back, they have the chance of messing it up. And
Like
if
Voltron.
we don't talk about that.
And Thundercats.
Yeah, well, Thundercats just got awkward. It got really awkward to watch.
I lost interest when right after Lionel's dad died.
So, like, 2 minutes in?
Yeah. Like I thought that was the best part from what I saw. Being voiced by the original Lionel.
Kill him. Spoiler alert for Thundercats 2011. Keep up with the good work, lads, and I was actually able to work on these questions sober, unlike last time. Oh, cool guy. Okay, one more question. This is the last one we have. From Maria. Hey, you guys, this always bothered me. How come Optimus never cusses besides him just saying junkyard crap? I think he actually says junkyard scrap. I don't mind that. And I don't know if she means when in the movies. I would think if in the cartoon he started throwing out cuss words, that would really throw me out of it. What do you think? Do you want Optimus to run around just yelling swears?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's necessary.
I don't think so either. That's my exact opinion.
I mean, there's aliens. They're aliens. They're Cybertronian. They don't.
Are you there?
I'm here. Okay. What? Can you hear me? Hello?
Alright, we got some crazy Skype lag there for a few seconds.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, good. I mean, they're Cybertronian. They're not from Earth. They don't have our own slangs or profanity. I mean, like calling, like calling Grindor a piece of tin when he killed him might have been called the equivalent of me calling you a son of a bitch if I punch you in the face. So I mean, it's swearing in their own way. I don't think they necessarily have to say like fuck you, Megatron, fuck you. We talked about this before though, haven't we? Recently.
Maybe.
Yeah, we thought it'd be funny. Like they did the fuck off editions of movies. Yeah, we talked about how they changed that freaking awesome to fucking awesome in Dark of the Moon, and then
Yeah, oh yeah, we did. I remember this now. Yeah, that's not necessary,
Yeah.
at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think if Optimus Prime ran around yelling fuck or shit, or even any sort of general swear, I think the only thing that let him...
Oh, fuck, that's shit.
I think if he... I mean, if he says things like damn, that's different. I don't really consider damn to be too much of a swear.
Or like in in the original movie, and Bumblebee said, "Oh shit, what are we going to do now?" I think that's just more to like just to bring it, like make it more adult.
Yeah, just add a grimmer tone. Like it was the '80s, no one cared. But yeah, that's our answer to that, and that's questions.
Those are questions, yes, and those are questions being answered by us. And
if you guys have any more questions, since Jesse's gonna talk,
you do it. I was about to do it. You fucking fuckface.
You lagged again. I'm sorry.
Send in questions to primecastqa@gmail.com. That's primecastquanda@gmail.com.
That's true. And that's jokes. And that's a show.
Follow me at Twitter at twitter.com. So SJ, my Instagram, SJ, about this video, more the episode of Primecast. You.
You can follow me on Twitter at AnakinVader. That's about it. I made a YouTube video. I didn't upload it though.
You did make one?
I made one and I didn't upload it.
A Black Widow, I guess?
No.
No.
Didn't.
Okay. Well, until next week, thank you everyone for listening and watching. One more.
Bye. Oh, I should turn it off. Oh. Bye.